Hi, welcome to a quick demo on string interpolation for .NET 6 C#10. I'm just going to do a real simple live demo to show you what this is, what this does, how you can use it, and that's it. So I'm just going to create a new console application here. I'm going to call it, let's see, string interpolation video. You need to have that as a .NET 6. Create it. Wait for Visual Studio. Okay, so what is string interpolation in case you don't know? Very quickly, it is, here we're looking at a console log line. This is just a regular string. As you can see, it's very basic. Okay, so here is a interpolated string. Let's see, interpolated, and here you see I've got I'm passing in this case an integer. It could be a variable as well. Let's show you that right here. Foo. Okay, and then here we're going to say not interpolated. Okay, let's give that a go. See what we see. Not interpolated, and then it's interpolated that variable foo. Okay. With a custom interpolation handler, what we can do in .NET 6 is override this behavior. So in order to do that, there is an attribute you apply to a class, and you need a constructor that has a particular signature, as well as a couple of methods here. So let's go ahead and write that very quickly. I'll call this message interpolated string handler. Did I spell that correctly? Interpolate. Nope, I did not. Okay, so let us add the attribute we need, and it is called interpol. There it is, interpolated string handler. Visual Studio took care of that. So let's add our message. Let's add our constructor. You need a signature that has two integers here, one for the literal length and one for the formatted count. So let's literal length, and formatted count. Okay, there it is. You also need two methods. One is append literal and one is append formatted. So let's just write those out real quick, and then I will explain what they do. Literal string s. Let's get that method, and then append formatted. It's a generic method. Okay. So basically what'll happen is it will, as it is building the interpolated string, if it's the string section, being this section of the string, it'll call this method. If it is the formatted section, it will call this generic method, as we see here. So really what you want to do here is really just have a string builder. So let's see, private read-only string builder, and we'll just call this one message string builder. And here we are going to initialize it. Let's do, because we know that. And then here we're just going to append the string that we get, and message player append that. And then we'll need a class that uses this type. So let's do something. Let's call it public static class simple console logger. Okay. And we're going to have two methods here, both called log and one, they will have different parameters. So log, and this time we use our custom interpolated string handler. And here we're just going to just write line, just a message, and here we're going to do something a little different. We're going to have our handler. Well, what do we do here? Doesn't really help to call these two methods. What we need to do is have another method up here that builds our string builder. So build message. And here, build message. There we go. So let's get these lines using our new code. Log. Okay. And see what this does. Gives us the exact same thing as before, but we can put some debug lines on here so that we can step through and see exactly what's going on here. So let's hit up 5. So this first time we passed a string that was not interpolated, and it picked this overridden method, this log method. You can see it says not interpolated. So I hit F5, and we go back here. It's printed out this log line. Now we've gone to the second line of this program, or third line. It says it's an interpolated string, and it's called this second log message. But under the covers, what .NET is doing is it's got to construct this string here. So I'm going to start this over actually. So we run it the first time, we run the first string. Okay, second time here, it is now called the constructor for this method, and it's passed in this literal length and this formatted count. So if you counted the number of characters here, it would be 13, and then it has one formatted parameter. And so this initializes the string builder. I'm going to hit F5. Okay, so what it's done now is it has called this append literal for the first section of this string, interpolated plus a space. And we're just going to append that. Okay, so now it's called the second method for this parameter, foo, and you can see it's foo, so it's going to append that. And then now it's entered our method. It's constructed all this, and then this handler is going to then call the toString method on this string builder. So there it goes. Here it is again. Okay, why would we want to do that? Well, let's try doing something maybe a little more interesting, where we could say, let's see, enter the second part to third part. Let's just do this for the sake of doing something a little different. And let's get rid of the first section. And why don't we keep track of how many times we're calling the method. So let's do count 0. Okay. So maybe for some reason I want to know how many times we're actually formatting in the string, I want to do something interesting with that. So I'm going to take out all that, take this out, and then we'll run it again and see what it does. Okay, so it's made it to the first. It's already formatted that. Get to the second type, 1. Our count is 1. 2, our count is 2. Third part, state time, different type, and our count is 3. So you can see you could do something interesting with that if you want it. What are the advantages of doing this? The advantages are if you have a need to format strings in this manner a lot, you can certainly make it more. You can make it extremely efficient if you need to. I think that was probably one of the primary use cases of them adding this into .NET. And I can imagine that if you had something like a query that you were building for some custom reason, you could have query parameters in here and then have some type safety and whatnot going on, or you could check it here. You could do any kind of type safety or checking or anything you might need. So there you go. That's custom string interpolation in .NET 6 C#10. Thanks for watching.